So summer has gone and fall has begun. What plants should you be planting in your garden to attract those pollinators? Yes, you won't have as many butterflies, but those bees, they'll still be coming to your garden, and you could still even get some hummingbirds like we've been getting it here in our garden. And remember, bees equal to more vegetables, because they'll be going to those plants, those native ones, and they will also be kissing your vegetable flowers. So come with me and I'm going to share with you some of the beauties that you should be planting this fall in your garden, so you could have a better success on your vegetable garden too. So time after time after time, I am sharing with you this beautiful, this is called the tea bush. It has beautiful little silver leaves and gorgeous tiny purple flowers. And this is like by my vegetable garden right here, which I shared the other day, the status, and it's looking better and better. But this plant, native to Florida, is always packed with pollinators. Today is a cloudy day, but you can still see a lot of hummingbees. But we get so many different bees in this bush. It grows about, I heard it could be about 10 feet tall. This one that I have is about maybe 6 feet tall, less than that. It's not that big, and it's just a beautiful accent to your garden. So if you want more pollinators, this is a magnet for them. Check out my other video so you can see how many bees just love this plant. And you can still see them here even with this cloudy day. So this is a great one to have in your garden. Now if you want to attract hummingbirds to your garden, this is the one you must get. Although they really like the silver tea bush that you just saw. This is the fire spike. We even have a hummingbird feeder right here. We make our own hummingbird food. No additives, no coloring, just sugar and water to supplement their diet. But first thing in the morning we see is hummingbirds on this plant. So it's still flowering this fall, and this is a great one to have in your garden. It's not native, but it's Florida friendly, so get out there and buy one. Another one that's been flowering all summer long and still beautiful this fall is this Pineland Heliotrope, and it makes a great addition to maybe a pollinator pot. Check out my video on that, on how you could create a pollinator pot. But this keeps on flowering, and you will feed those visitors that come in your fall. Another one that I have out here is this beach verbena, which is a gorgeous flower too. We see little bees here and even some skippers, and it just makes this pot look very lovely. So there's another one for you this fall. And then another one that you could have flowers this fall is this Walters viburnum, and he, as you can see, he has gorgeous little white flowers, and it's a very pretty shrub. It grows in a very round form. I haven't trimmed it for the past 1 year. And look at that cute bird back there. But it just has a beautiful form. If you have a formal yard and you want to keep on bringing these pollinators to your garden this fall, get this Walters viburnum. Mine is the denser quality. There's different ones depending on your circumstances, how big you want them to get, but this is a great one to have in your garden too. Now another one that's doing really well here in my garden, did well in the summer, but it's getting these cute little flowers now in the fall, is this Atlantic St. John's wort, and it's a very compact shrub too. Has nice form. It adds a beautiful accent to your garden, and it has those flowers for those pollinators to be happy. Now up here there's another great pollinator magnet, And the skippers, butterflies love this one. The skippers visit it all the time. This is the dwarf salt pepper bush. Also a nice compact little bush that looks great in a formal landscaping. So you want shrubs, plants that will feed your pollinator, this is another great one. Now if you want more of a little tree, and this is the elderberry tree. Actually it's a tree because I'm training it for it to be a little tree, so it's getting tall. And again, look at these gorgeous little white flowers here that the pollinators will love it. So you need a little accent tree in your garden that has lots of flower for your pollinators. Pick the elderberry, which is another beautiful native to Florida. Plus you have those gorgeous berries and nutritious berries, so you can add to your diet. Here's another great beauty that flowers in the fall and that your pollinators will love, is this false rosemary. As you can see, has beautiful lavender purple flowers, and your pollinators will be happy with it too. And it's also a very nice little plant to have in your garden. Another beautiful Florida native plant will be the firebush, and it has these beautiful little flowers that will attract your hummingbirds. And the funny thing is that this morning I just saw a finch on it too. We used to have an invasive weeping bottle brush that we took out of our garden. I remember one thing that made me sad was that all the finches that migrated here used to love the nectar from that tree. But again, we wanted to make our yard Florida friendly, Florida native, and to get our certification as a Florida friendly, and that wouldn't happen, so it's gone, which we're not sad about because we added so many more variety to our garden and things that really support the wildlife that need these plants here. So another great one is the firebush. And if you want your firebush to grow as a little tree, you just trim it too, and you will grow tall, and you have the berries for the birds and also the flowers for the hummingbirds. My tree is a little sad right now. We had a hurricane that hurt the leaves a little bit, but we'll kick back. But as you can see, when it's full, it will be a gorgeous little tree with bunches of berries for your birds, and you will also get those pollinators out there for you. So 2 ways of having a firebush, very practical. And another must-have one in your garden this fall or every time of the year here in Florida is this Salvia coccinea. And look at this cute one. I have the red variety and the pink, and the hummingbird visits this flower all the time. So here's a pretty one to have in your garden too. And then in my front yard, another great one to have for the birds and your pollinators. We get a lot of bees on this plant too, and it has beautiful berries. You could train it to be a tree, which we're doing here. And it has these beautiful fragrant flowers. Let's see if I could get one. And berries for the mockingbird and other birds. This is the Simpson stopper, another great one to have. And we think of flowers, we think of berries for the pollinators, but we cannot forget the beautiful grasses. And last year we saw the cardinal eating the little seeds that comes from this grass, so your pollinators will have a place to hide, especially during the winter. The birds will have seeds to eat. And this is just a beautiful, beautiful grass, the mealy grass. Now it's losing its colors, but it's usually bright pink. It's such a beautiful thing to see. So if you want to attract pollinators and help the wildlife. Grasses are also a great thing to have in your garden. So another one to have, which is not native but Florida friendly, that pollinators enjoy, is this African basil. It has pretty flowers too, and this is a great way of having something to eat yourself because you could use it and also feed the pollinators in your garden. And I'm going to show you one last one that you could have in your garden, and that way you could attract more bees, butterflies, and birds. Surprisingly, here's another great one to have in your garden, which is the Corky stem passion vine. And look at these cuties. Birds will love these as the plant climbs on this trellis. So, and it has these cute flowers. If the pollinators want it, it will be right there for them. So you can have a gorgeous yard, at the same time feed your pollinators, and always remember, you make them happy, they will make you happy too. And another one that is a must-have for the summer and fall is this beautiful porterweed. This is a native low growing one. It just makes a beautiful carpet and fills out those areas that you want some green. Then it has these beautiful flowers that bees will enjoy, skippers, butterflies. So that's a great one to have in the garden too. And I cannot forget this beautiful Bahama Acacia that we're also training to become a little tree. We've been getting those nice big black bees here, and the great thing is that then they go to my Barbados cherry, which has the little flowers too. So hopefully we'll get lots of cherries because of this beauty here too. So these are the plants that I had success in my house here. Plants that will attract pollinators for sure. You'll get hummingbirds, you have migrating birds that will visit your garden because they will have those little extra insects that they will enjoy feeding from. And of course, you know, planting these plants and feeding your wildlife, you also get back because they will help with your production, and mostly they'll help you with your joy. There's nothing better than giving. So go out there, get those plants, get planting, and happy fall.